decided to start making a video blog, and this is something which I've really wanted to do for ages, but something which I keep finding all these excuses not to do. And basically it comes down to being a little bit afraid of putting it out there and the response that I'm going to get. I just keep finding all these excuses not to do it, and I want this time to finally be the time that I do it. So today is day one of the video blog, and I'm just in the studio at the moment. It's Sunday morning. I've just sort of had breakfast, got myself ready, and I don't know what they're doing upstairs, dragging tables around, it sounds like. I've got quite a cool day planned. I'm actually going to my friend Greg's in a bit to do some filming of some video stuff anyway, so it ties in quite nicely because it will be a day full of cameras, and it will be much easier for me to not find that excuse to be like, oh well, yeah, it's a flimsy excuse to be honest, but my camera battery's not charged, or yeah, just don't want to take the camera out today because it's raining, etc, etc. So yeah, it just eliminates those excuses, which is cool, because I think that a lot of the time when I have a new idea, I always stop myself before I actually start that idea, because I find a billion reasons not to do it, as opposed to just sticking with the one reason to do it, which is to find out what happens when I do it. So yeah, that's what this is all about today, really. It's just actually making that leap and just finding out what happens if I do it, as opposed to finding all those reasons not to do it. So here we go, day one. So workout done, that's what I was in the studio for, so time to go home, shower, get changed, have a bit something to eat, and then go see Greg for some filming. My plans to film with Greg got cancelled because he's got some stuff to do, which is cool. He's got his own stuff going on, which is fine. But yeah, I wanted to use that as another excuse then not to film. And it's so easy to do this. And I do it with all of my ideas. I have one and then I never see it through, because I've always found all of those excuses. So as soon as he said that he didn't want to, well, not that he didn't want to, that he wasn't free to film today, my brain automatically went to that excuse where I was thinking, oh, okay, well, I won't do the video blog today either. So yeah, I'm really noticing a lot of resistance in my brain to putting it out there, and it simply comes down to fear of judgment, really. So anyway, I'm walking the dog. I've had an idea for something else recently that I want to start putting into action, so I'm going to work on that today. So I'll be going back to the studio and getting some work done. So, but for now, I'm going to walk the dog. I wish I could say that that was for the camera, but that's just generally what happens to me most days. The building that I work in has some really weird stuff going on in it. I just heard really loud Star Wars theme playing. I don't know what's going on. So I've got loads of work done and feeling good. I wanted to take a moment because I've talked a couple of times now in this video about fear of judgment, and I wanted to talk a little bit more about that, and specifically to do with ideas and creative things and stuff like that. A lot of people really aren't comfortable with just jumping in front of the camera and talking to a camera. And I'll be honest, that was me as well. I haven't always been this comfortable talking to the camera. I think it's like anything, and it's a skill, and you become more comfortable the more that you do it. But even just the getting in front of the camera part, once you get over that, the next stage is actually to put something on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you put it, and to actually like put it up there for people to see. Then you're effectively putting it out to the world and saying, okay, here is this thing that I've done. A lot of people are really, really scared, and myself included. I was really, really scared when I first put up my first few videos that people would, I don't know what I thought, to be honest. It's a really silly thing, and fear is, you know, it's telling you not to do all of these things, and it's scaring you into not doing these things. And that fear is not real at all. It tells you that the worst case scenario, and that's all it gives you. It says, oh, people are going to hate it, people are going to think you're stupid, people are going to put nasty comments on your videos and stuff like that. And actually, when you put it out there, that's not what happens, or at least that hasn't been my experience of it anyway, yet, so far. I suppose there is always a possibility that someone might watch one of my videos and not like what I've put out there and put a nasty comment on it, and, you know, that will suck, I guess, but it hasn't happened so far, which is cool. My mind has been trying to find excuses not to do this all day long, because I'm scared of what's going to happen, and that fear isn't real, and I'm going to do it regardless of the fact that I am scared to do it. Nothing bad's gonna happen. I'm not gonna die from doing it. I'm gonna go. This is going to be the final shot of the video blog, because I need time to edit it and make sure that I've had time to upload it, etc., because it takes time to do all of that stuff. But I just wanted to finish on one final thought, which is that you're never going to know what the results are going to be until you put it out there. So that's what I'm going to do now, is I'm going to put it out there and I'm going to see what the results are. And yeah, it could be really, really negative, but it could also be really, really positive. So here we go, let's find out.